Beloved of God, hello. Let us listen on this 22nd Sunday of Ordinary Time of Liturgical Year A to the homily of Father Augustin Béranger Essomba, Palatine presented by Henry.
Today, we meditate on the following theme: complying with the will of God in a world that is becoming more and more complex, reality or utopia. Life these days is getting harder and harder. We are witnessing the lack of jobs, diseases without the possibility of being treated, to starvation. To get out of it, some find themselves on paths which they feel they have no choice. Among other paths, dishonesty of the anarch, bribery, prostitution, movements that promise easy money in exchange for acts contrary to human dignity. Cheating, the list is not exhaustive. Is it reasonable to embrace these paths because life is difficult? The text of the day answer us. In the first reading, we see the struggle of the prophet Jeremiah. The latter lived at a time when the low life was so difficult where to benefit from the privileges, it was necessary to be the friend of the lie. But Jeremy did not allow himself to be seduced by all these advantages that he could have by embracing such a path. Despite the ridicule and persecution of his contemporaries, he allowed himself to be seduced by God by remaining faithful to him. And you know what? Even in the midst of his suffering, God was always there for him. The intimate relationship with God, cultivated by a life of prayer and meditation, helped him not to be drawn into the abuses of this world. Dear friends, understand this well. It is not because life is difficult that you have to give in to the temptation to want, scam, prostitution, or sell his soul. All of this leads to no good. Jesus does not abandon us in difficult times. On the contrary, as he tells us in the Gospel, whoever seeks to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for his sake will find it. Dear friends, remember that he who chooses to work with honesty and integrity is the real winner, unlike one who opts for dishonesty. Yes, it may seem difficult to go through these challenges and find concrete solutions, but remember that God never abandons us. In our current society, we may be tempted to get carried away with compromises, but may we remember Jeremiah and 39 S lesson, resist the temptations of the world and earnestly seek God, as David tells us in Today and 39 S Psalm. And St. Paul in the second reading. Dear friends, I encourage you to be agents of change in this world, acting with honesty and always seeking to do the will of God. Let us not lose sight of the kingdom to come and keep the hope in accordance with the word of Jesus. May God bless and inspire you in your quest to live according to his will. May your lives be living testimonies of his love and truth in our troubled world. Amen. Like